Fazbear Nights is a free-roam FNAF fan game where you can now personally press the door buttons. It also leaves no room for the theory that Foxy was ever friendly, as he now personally guts you. A free-roam FNAF game isn't an original idea. We even have Security Breach, if you want to count that anyway. But this fan game is actually really high quality, and it's still in development. That being said, much like the animatronics, this game gets a bit quirky. But anyway, please enjoy the video. VSync always enabled. Is there any person that exists that doesn't enable VSync? I swear, if I see motion blur enabled, I'm gonna... Okay. Yeah, motion blur and screen shake, nobody likes that. I don't understand people who design games, because it's like, no one asked for that. In fact, I've never seen anyone not turn that off immediately. And even people that like indie games and stuff like that, they still have motion blur and screen shake, and it's like, why? Is there like some community of people that specifically develop games that just enjoy motion blur and screen shake? I am not immersed. In fact, I have a headache and that looks ugly. Okay. Rain automatically applies motion blur and things move too fast. Exactly. Like I run off automatic motion blur. I don't need it forced on me. That's not even how motion blur looks in real life. I know because I've turned my head really fast before. Gosh, I've been playing a little too much Helldivers. I saw Let's Party with the letters blocked out by the wires, and I thought I just read Liberty. I don't know why Freddy would just be screaming about liberty, I guess, but that's my bad, really. What's the deal with this game? Never heard of it. So basically, some old chap saw Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and was like, okay, but hypothetically, what if you could walk? So here we are. Okay, well, I'm not exactly sure what the point of this is, but I'll get the hang of it. What a guy. I see the dev took some creative liberties with the layout of this place. That's probably for the best, honestly. Now where's that endoskeleton that's gonna jump scare me? Well, I'm just hypothetically, what if the game told you what to do? I mean, I'm all for like no hand holding, but I don't know, it just doesn't catch me. Where's the motivation? Where's the drive? Where's the story? Right? Where's the hook? I can keep going around and interacting on random objects, I suppose. That's always an option. And maybe blindly stumble my way into the objective. Okay. This seems right. Reggie. There he is. Where was that endoskeleton at? Was that him? Yeah, I was in here. Hello? Oh, that is such a hard shot. Feel free to screenshot. Chica's dissociating. Where's Bonnie at? Oh, there he is. Okay. Well, I would assume something would happen at 6. Mayhaps. I did it. Continue? Night 2. What am I supposed to do? Party time. You are glazed to do. Oh my gosh. Can't play the games. Can't use vending machine. I can run like a goofball. I can go to late office. Swell. Thank goodness. Oh, hey, look at this. Is there a difficulty option? No. I assume we just survive until 6 a.m. I know that's kind of revolutionary, but I think that's the gist of it. But you know, this game it's early in development. Maybe they'll work on adding story and stuff later if they get to it. Well, that was actually pretty good, I would say. Hello? Oh. They really do just shut down at 6 a.m., don't they? Well, he didn't look too shut down, actually. Mwang. Well, here we go. Cup of Joe, how could you leave that here? I don't like hearing your heartbeat, dude. That creeps me out. Not in like a scary way. I just think hearts and heartbeats just sound gross. Because heartbeat makes me think of blood, and blood is gross. Chicor, stop doing that. There she goes. Wait. Where's Bonfield? I want to see him. Oh, hello. Bonnie found it. Oh, hello. Blood is gross. As the most violently hemophobic person on the planet that is felt. Listen. Okay, so here's the thing, right? It is normal to be squeamish and grossed out by blood, and I'm not gonna fall the words come to me. I'm standing my ground on that. I'm not gonna let anyone make fun of me or call me a little baby because I'm squeamish. Alright? That stuff's gross. I don't want to see it. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'd say there's more so something perhaps wrong with people that are not uncomfortable by it in any way and actually, you know, enjoy that kind of stuff. Aren't I a bio major? What am I going to do besides education that doesn't include blood? There's actually quite a lot in biology that doesn't really include blood. Also, I'm switching majors, so your points are relevant. Humph, I crossed my arms at you. And make a video essay with a little guy in the corner with his arms crossed. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. You describe something like too vividly to me and I'm like, yeah, I can imagine that very well. Please don't continue speaking. I feel slightly nauseous. All the power to people that can handle that stuff. I am not one of them. They're just too intelligent. So it seems the point of the game is to juggle animatronics between doors, which is actually kind of interesting, I guess. I could also just try to stealth around the place and avoid them completely. I'm not so confident in myself. You know, I'm pretty humble. I'm not gonna say that's easy for a guy like me. Chica's deaf. Well, she doesn't have ears like Bonnie or Freddy, so I mean that does check out. Oh, that was just him looking at the camera creepily. I don't care, man. Good for you. Truthfully, don't mind. He really did not want to be in there with me. You thought the camera's purpose was to freeze them? Well, that could be true. However, there's no real guide for this game and I don't know what I'm doing. You could be onto something there. I mean, you could be cracking the code for all I know. Let's try stealthing it. Yeah, sure. I don't think that'll work out very well, but, you know. I hope everybody's having a good time. Because I'm hiding behind a sink. You feel safe when I close the flashlight? That's crazy because I actually feel quite the opposite. True. Okay, well, let's do the math here. 3 out of the 4 characters are male, assuming Chica's a female, which is a safe assumption. And let's see, what bathroom am I in? It would be safer to go into the female's restroom. So if I die here, then we'll know why. Do animatronics have gender? I don't think I'm qualified to answer that question. I'm curious as to how advanced this gameplay is. Like, does me having my flashlight on make me easier to see? I think Freddy gets like the short little bursts of speed. Dude, your heartbeat is so loud. You can't see? Welcome to the club. Try to keep away from Freddy. Being too close after a laugh could cause your untimely death. Whoops, no, don't press new game. Did I? Please, please don't tell me I have to do night 1 again. If I have to do night 1 again, I'm going to be so mildly perturbed. I hate this game. Well, welcome everybody to the stream who didn't see the first 2 nights, because guess what we're doing? Sitting here, we're plopping down, right here, we're plopping, and we're not going to be happy about it, but hey, that's how the world goes. You know, what am I to do? We've got them all stanced up here on a Monday night. I'm plopped in place. I'm staring at this guy's ugly mug. Straight getting plopped is all I'm saying. Oh my gosh, does that save power? Can we be environmentally friendly? Hold up a second, everybody. I'm about to blow your mind with this little question here. Imagine this if I asked this question. You wouldn't be ready for it. Okay, so listen. See how all these lights are on? See how like half the arcade machines are on? See all these lights? See all of them? All the lights, right? Let's be real. All the lights. And I drain power from looking at the monitor. We've got this place lit up like a Roman candle. And I'm going to put us out of house and home with the electric bill because I looked at the monitor. Which, by the way, is always on anyway. Okay, that's alright, really. We're just getting normal doors and not huge industrial ones. That's true. But then, how would the power mechanic work? You fail to see that. What happens is, they magnetize the door to the top, right? Also, talking about this structurally, whenever the door is raised, where in the world does it go? Don't worry about it, it's okay. How is that door being opened and closed? I don't know. I didn't make video games. Freddy's got the fluoride stare. That's fine, I guess. There's Boniver von Oliver. Oh boy, they're getting freaky tonight. Oh, everybody's getting freaky tonight. Everybody wants to get evil tonight. That's a good Tally Hall song. Okay. Freddy's still trying to act stoic. Mildly embarrassing for him, but whatever. 5 freaks at Freddy's. Who's the... Okay. 5 freaks at Freddy's. Let's break that down. Who's the 5th freak? Is that meant to be me, or is that Golden Freddy? Is it like 5 freaks at Freddy's, and the whole time you're like, where's the 5th freak? This doesn't make any sense, and there's like a lot of lore around it, and it's mysterious. And I think Matt Pat, like, comes back from retirement, makes a video on it, and then it turns out, like, Golden Freddy was the 5th freak all along, or maybe it is you. And maybe the freak was inside you all along. You know? Everybody's got a little bit of freak in them, if I may be so bold. There's not very much picture variety. In fact, we have approximately 3 of the same picture, scaled to different sizes and rotated slightly. In fact, these 2 aren't even rotated differently. Lazy game design. I really love how the entire screen shakes whenever you close a door, though, because realistically, yeah, that is a freaking heavy door. The real freak was the friends we made along the way. That's so true. Alright guys, well we've made it back to where we were before I massively screwed up, before I had a massive lapse in judgment. You see, this is why whenever you have a new game option, you should always have a prompt that says, "Are you freaking sure you want to start a new game, you imbecile?" As most games usually do. In fact, have like 2 prompts. Like, are you really, really sure? Is this what you want to do with your life? You want to start over in this game? And you're like, yes. This does look really nice though. Like that. Very high quality. Looks good. Aesthetically pleasing game. Chica tweaking. Geeking off a perk. And whenever he giggles, he sprints. Look at him stanced up like that. Wow. Boniver von Oliver's there. Bonnie's looking at the toys. You idiot, dude. That's actually really cute, though. Genuinely such a narc. Foxy will never go back to his stage after leaving. Okay, well, I kind of figured that. I kind of figured he was a roamer type kind of guy, but I wasn't expecting him to be very stealthy as well. Did he just punch me in the gut? I imagine he probably hooked me in the gut. Blood, where am I going? Oh no, here we are. Oh, that's a game I should play on stream. Facade. I am the type of guy that likes to roam around, as Fallout would say. Bro. Don't even do that to me. Go away! Really? Dude, give me a heads up. Use your flashlight to stun him. After spotting the player, I really don't think he spotted me personally, but okay. I was pretty happy to get crutches. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Crutches are cool, you know? Like whenever you have a kid at your school, I forget I'm not in high school anymore. Whenever you have a kid at your school who injures himself, you know, gets crutches, and then everyone's asking to like try out his crutches. Crutches are fun. I got to the point where I could go really fast in crutches. I probably shouldn't have been doing that for my own safety, but I could go really fast in crutches. Using them for a long time though kind of sucks. You get like blisters under your armpits, or at least I did with my intense like marathon running that I did while wearing crutches. Not wearing, using. Never met anyone who was enthused to be on crutches. Maybe it's just me then. You might sleep during the stream listening to my voice. Okay, you're gonna have a freaking great time whenever I get jump scared, but okay. In fact, I'm gonna get jump scared, like, specifically to spite you for that, but have fun. You haven't heard me even raise my voice slightly to a jump scare? I don't know. Whenever I get a jump scare, I just kind of blankly stare at my screen. I was jittery whenever I was playing Slender yesterday, but that was just because just sudden noises made my mouse flicker, which I think is just not really a scare. That's just me getting, like, a reaction. I can't really help that. Loud sudden noises with a bright flash of light tends to, you know, that is stimulus for the human being. Hello. I pressed the flashlight button instead of the door button. I don't think you saw me. How do I still have a hard time finding the office? Where's he going? Hey, to whom it may concern, you can't hear the giant metal footsteps if you're looking at a camera. That's definitely a good gameplay feature that is not put there arbitrarily to keep you from just looking at the cameras, despite the fact that it makes no sense. Okay. Arbitrarily is a good word, isn't it? I've been seeing people use that a lot. Hearing, I guess. It's just one of those words that has become popular, and you know what? Sure, why not? Everybody's saying arbitrarily, arbitrary. Don't like something in a game, it's arbitrary. It's arbitrarily put there. Any feature I don't like in a game is arbitrary. And that's exactly how people use it, and it's very entertaining. Kind of like also the word facetious. Most people don't use the word facetious correctly, but I hear people use that a lot. Sometimes people just find a word with a few more syllables than they're used to using, and they're like, I think I'm gonna use this, and you know what? Power to them. Facetious has all the vowels in order. That's a good point. Also, I'm really mad that it's spelled like that. I can't believe the developers put that there arbitrarily and facetiously. Facetious. Darn it. I wish you would freaking turn and run faster. On to more controversial video game opinions. What's everyone's opinion on ray tracing? Because I kind of just don't care about it. I got into the whole computer building world like a little while ago. You know, I was consuming all sort of computer media, and you know, every graphics card review and everything, every video I watched over graphics cards was like, okay, well this is good, but what about the ray tracing? And I was like, what about it? Maybe I'm being ignorant, of course, but I don't see what the whole thing about ray tracing is. It's like, I guess, yeah, sure, it looks good. I don't know. I just don't understand the ray tracing phrase. It's more accurate slash realistic. That's true, I guess. I don't think it's to a degree that makes like a significant difference. I guess it's just for people that are like really passionate about graphics, but I don't know. In comparison to a lot of like other lighting methods used, I don't feel like it's like, oh my gosh, ray tracing is so much superior in looks. I don't know. It's like, I don't get it. I don't think it's like significantly better to base off like graphics cards decisions or like say games need it. I mean, it's okay. I guess it looks good. I mean, it's definitely cool. I look at Minecraft shader packs with ray tracing videos, and I see all the light reflecting and stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Good thing I'll never be able to afford a computer that could run that at above 15 frames per second. I love you so much. I had to kiss you on the cheek, honestly. Well, a lot of my gaming career was done on a laptop, and not like a gaming laptop, like on a work laptop, you know. It couldn't run too much Minecraft or it would have a conniption. And then for like 2018 up till late last year, I had a gaming computer, but it was like, you know, running a 1060 with like 16 RAM. It was okay for what I was doing. Using that for about 6 years. Left a bit to be desired. Was a pain to edit on. Gosh, try editing with that. It's awful. That might be a reason as to why I don't care about graphics as much, because I probably played every game on low graphics, if I'm being honest. And now I actually have like a mid-tier computer, and it's like, wow, I can play games now. You just had to break it, I guess. Okay. Thanks. Gosh. Yeah, I had Nintendo, GameCube, Wii, Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, I believe. Basically every old console. And so I grew up playing games like Banjo-Kazooie and the like, Star Fox, all that kind of stuff. So basically I sucked at them, obviously. It was so cruel. Honestly, give like a 5-year-old a controller, tell them to play Star Fox, they will lose horrendously. It's actually like a form of abuse, I think. First games was Left 4 Dead. That game scared me as a child. I remember what I played. One of my favorite games I've ever played is Luigi's Mansion, but that game gave me nightmares. Couldn't finish it, it was too hard. Came back later as an adult, played it, and it was the easiest game I've ever played. You realize whenever you're older that you kind of suck at games whenever you're a little kid. Yeah, back to graphics anyway. I don't know if I support the whole move towards having like drastically better graphics, because I feel like the more advanced you make your graphics and the more you focus on graphics instead of like optimization and other things, the more it kind of screws people over that maybe don't have as good of builds or the money to, you know, make them or buy them. Because honestly, whenever it gets to the point where you need like a 4000 series GPU to run like maybe a lot of the newer games, I think that's ridiculous. Okay? And I think people are using high-end CPUs as an excuse to not optimize their game. It's like, you need a 4000 series GPU to run this game. Well, it doesn't even look that good. Why do I need a 4000 series GPU to process this? Well, because our game is incredibly unoptimized and we can't be bothered to fix that. It's like, okay. I guess I'll just dump money. It's like, we actually don't want to optimize it, so just spend the money to brute force your way through running the game. Alright, sure. Well, I thought you left, I'm sorry. Because I feel like the people that like basically defend graphics till their grave, they're just like, well, just save up money and buy a better graphics card. It's like, dude, some people actually need that money to live. I mean, I hate to break it to you. I advocate for the working class, I'm sorry. From what I see, rasterized shading looks pretty decent. Honestly. Yeah, I really should have become a landlord whenever I was 2 years old. My bad, honestly. Probably would have run a better living complex than most adults do, to be fair. Okay, we're gonna try something. What if we do try to stealth this? What if we go the stealth route? I can't imagine that would end very well. This is like one of those videos you watch where it's like, how would you realistically survive in Five Nights at Freddy's? Here are all the hiding places where they probably would not freaking kill you. Okay, well you can't outrun them, that's for sure. There's definitely a location on this map where I can cheese. Like, for sure. I just need to find it. But how? What's the method? We need to use the scientific method here. And we're gonna survive. I'm telling you right now. Just because I've decided we will. And we're gonna sit here and we're gonna drop the viewer engagement because I'm just gonna sit here and not even say anything. I can't be bothered. I think this is a really good idea. Then again, I thought the bathroom was a good idea. So... how far does Freddy move? Oh! Freddy Fazbear. Let's quit that out. Don't look at me. Okay, that was farther that time. That was farther. Let's be honest with ourselves. Yeah, I think eventually Freddy susses out where you are, which ruins my hiding plan. I really don't think you should have been able to see me, but that's okay. I wish this was like Dead by Daylight. Where are the planks? How can I have a good game whenever I can't push down planks to stop the killer? This game sucks. I actually have a gigantic theory. Yeah, sorry pal, it's not planks. I'm just not brain rotted enough to recognize that. Do you think there's a chance that the animatronics are skewed towards finding your location or being drawn to the office's location? I'm spitballing here. If there's... If there's a chance of them being more drawn to the office location rather than the player location, then what could happen is I could just run back and forth with Freddy and hope that they all are like camping out the office later in the night. Hope today has been good. Well, it's been a day. Well, that's not a safe spot. It's hard finding good FNAF streams without having to scroll through brain rot. I feel like that's just streams in general. Most people are kind of brain rotted. Not that I think I'm any better, of course. So crouching behind counters surprisingly doesn't seem to hide you. Choo Choo Charles versus Freddy Fazbear had 100 people watching. Don't even tell me that, dude. That's like a confidence hit. I don't need that. I would also assume those people are probably children. I mean, I hope there's no like 30-year-old just got off work and is now watching Freddy Fazbear versus Choo Choo Charles stream. And these animatronics have like omnipresent eyesight. It's actually impressive. I do think the game might benefit from having more free roam aspects to it, as much as FNAF, except now you actually close the doors and look at the cameras in persons. But also, it's a good game. Very visually well done, very well-made map. It's actually quite impressive. I don't know if he made the models himself or not, but that's also very good. And the jump scares are pretty good. They're not like Joy of Creation level, but they're pretty good. I like it whenever I get stabbed in the stomach by Foxy. I'm not saying this is a good idea, but this would be entertaining. I do feel like I may die immediately. Nice view, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to say, oh yeah, we don't say his name around here. I think he saw me. I do like the black eyes. That's nice. No reference to the book, by the way. Yeah, Bonnie was just as confused about that spot. He was probably like, why are you there? Sorry, Silver Eyes. I'm not well versed with the books, I'm sorry. FNAF, Hard Eyes, Bunny Eyes, I agree. I wish you would leave consistently, I don't know. Excuse me? Yes, my time zone is the objectively correct time zone, and you should all adhere to it. I know you guys like to mess around in your like made up time zones. I'm Eastern, I'm Western. Okay, yeah, we get it. All right, you already adhere to it. That's true. You are adhesive. I appreciate that. I guess I should just always have my flashlight on because I turn it off. I don't know why. I'm just screwing myself over here because if Foxy presents himself into my own doorway and I don't flash him, he's just gonna kill me. There's only downsides to me not having my flashlight on. Okay. The problem with FNAF lore is that it doesn't make sense because Scott Cawthon operates on the rule of cool. He just like randomly introduced lore as he felt, and that's why it's disjointed. That's my opinion anyway. I don't really care too much. I have my own headcanon that I follow just because I think it's nicer. Yeah, Fred Doors really made its way from Security Breach all the way here. Someone thought you were a man the other day. I'm sorry. That reminds me, I don't know if you guys subscribe to this belief, but apparently a lot of people think Ashton is a girl name. Pretty sure it's a gender neutral name, but whatever. You know, people see my name and think I'm a girl so often. Like in my job, whenever I'm like noting off on anything or like leaving emails, like doctor's appointments too, they like think I'm a female. It's like, okay. Which, strange, because in all my life, I've met multiple dudes named Ashton. And I've met a single girl named Ashton. Leave! Okay. Anyway, one time, I don't remember what procedure I had to get done. I think it was either an MRI or an X-ray. Whenever a girl goes to a X-ray or maybe MRI, they may do a pregnancy test. Because, you know, some stuff like X-rays and stuff might not be good to do for a pregnant woman. And so before my scan of whatever type was done, I don't recall, they had me scheduled down for a pregnancy test. Anyway, I got to the hospital and I was like, guys, I think we might be safe to cancel that. And they're like, oh yeah, you're right. I walked in my whole man self and I was like, I think I want to cancel the pregnancy test. I don't think that's necessary. So many goofy happenstances occur to me. I have so many problems with like the education and like medical system consistently. I question if that's just a thing that's universal or it's just me getting really unlucky. I blocked his only way out. What a grim reality it is whenever you become an adult or get out into the real world, as people like to put it for some reason, where you find out that most adults and people in like important lines of work are just like horrible at their jobs and communicating. A lot more people are incompetent than you would think, unfortunately. Most problems I've encountered within stuff like that is it's usually like some massive miscommunication or just lack of communication within like different departments and people. And you know what sucks is whenever you hit 18, you don't just magically become responsible and know what you're doing. You just say you do and pretend to know what you're doing. When in reality, there's really no significant change in maturity or capability between like 17 and 18 and then onwards for the rest of your life, other than just like experience and life stuff that may mature you. But you know, you could have gotten stunned quicker is all I'm saying. Hello? Dude, I was like an inch away from the door button. Okay. My bad. Zero sound. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I'm having conflicted feelings on the gameplay. It's very good. I like it. I'm enjoying the game. It's a good game. Minor nitpick. The whole thing with him like running from door to door. I assume it's intended, but it's a strange system. They have like shut door here, just sprints to the other side. Okay, closed door, open door. You know? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, I guess. Maybe more realistic than just trying one door and giving up. Oh, it's been so long since the last I've seen my son lost to this monster, the man behind the slaughter. I'm being too negative this stream. I gotta lighten up a little. What's something I do like? Let's talk about some good things. Help me, everyone. Give me 3 things that you're thankful for. Supper's ready. Okay, thanks, Mom. Everybody say hello to Mother. I am thankful for mulch and loam and all of the yummy treats in my tummy. You're thankful for various cheeses. Oh, nothing better in my life than buying and eating various cheeses. Actually, you take me to some supermarket where they have like a bunch of cheese on display. I will buy and try all of them. Ugh. How do you get the game? Download it off of GameJolt and get 10 viruses. For free! That'll happen. I've been seeing a lot of AI-generated advertisements. Luckily, there's no filter at all on any website for what kind of advertisements that are showed, because nobody cares, really. My personal sentiment towards AI stuff is like, can we maybe work on technology for making life more convenient? Like tasks that would be like inconvenient for people to perform or could be like made easier. That's where I think maybe technology should be going. Because it's like Fallout, you know? How they like went the direction of like really advanced like robots and stuff. But like all their computers will run on Linux. And we kind of just went in the opposite direction. It's like I don't care about AI. I want robots that can float and talk. Although I guess that is AI, but you get what I mean. Like, I don't know. I don't care about... We're going too much into the code of stuff. It's like, I want cool machines. I want really cool machines. Yeah, exactly. Transformers. Like, cut the coding. I don't care about advancements in, like, coding. And you've made this new generative AI. Oh, we can AI generate art and, like, people to talk with. Like, AI generate a girlfriend. Okay, whatever. Make cool robots and stuff, you know? Make weapons of mass destruction. What happened to jetpacks? Are we not still developing jetpacks? AI is kind of... I feel like we could be making something cooler and more useful. We made jetpacks a long time ago in 2022. Yeah, well, it's not like invent something as in like, we invented a version of it, time to stop. I mean, you can improve upon something that already exists. And also, I'm pretty sure they had functioning jetpacks of a sort before 2022 also. I want jetpacks to be available on every street, every homeowner. Everyone can own a jetpack. $10 at your nearest Walmart, you know? Not even behind that little lock they put on the games. Ugh, I hate that they stop me from stealing. What's the point? I'll find a way. Also, like, completely illogical statement in line of thinking, because I don't think people that are well-versed in AI development know how to do that kind of stuff, so that's basically just me telling people that develop that stuff and code that stuff to just stop working at all, because they're not just going to switch career paths and go develop a jetpack. But, you know, you get my point. AI is cool, though. I actually am being, like, really not... I'm not being serious. It's actually really useful. My apologies. I didn't know you standing still was just you waiting. Because I use it for, like, whenever I'm playing D&D and I'm trying to make, like, images for, like, characters or, like, monsters. Using AI-generated images is actually really convenient. And it can actually make some pretty cool stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely not against AI, considering I use it pretty regularly. It's just the unfortunate side effect of that is people with passion and hobbies being out of jobs. Le future, as some people would respond. You don't think this is quite comparable to automobiles displacing jobs relating to horses and carriages? That's like a convenience thing. That was like a good advancement, like get one place to another and independency for transport and all that. But you know, like graphic designers and people that work for companies being fired in exchange for replacing them with AI. A significant amount of artists are kind of getting screwed over, regardless of your opinion of whether that's good or not. But and automobile created way more jobs than it displaced. That's also a very good point. Oh yeah, wasn't like Ford? Was it Ford or was it someone else that like basically created the 5-day 9 to 5 work week? Was it? I think he basically created that, and I think we should abolish it. I hate the work week. I hate working a 9 to 5, 5 days a week. I just don't understand why I can't just pick my hours and just come into work whenever I want. My life doesn't need structure. We don't need a convenient system that most people operate on. Not that it's flawless, obviously. Depends on the job. I think the government should just pay all of us and none of us have to work. I want us to be like we should all live like the people on that spaceship from the Wall-E movie. 5-day work week, you mean like Five Nights at Freddy's? You know what? That's actually a double joke, because not only is that true, but you also usually end up working 7 days of the week anyway, just like in Five Nights at Freddy's. What a really cool coincidental parallel. I can't take it anymore. Fred Fairs Basington, Boniver Con Oliver, Chikar, Foxy, all of them. All of them. What am I getting at here? Where was I going with this? You thought the Pirate RR was funny? I freaking hope so. I was freaking red in my face. So embarrassed about that. Foxy gets no special name. Foxy doesn't deserve it. Most of my deaths here have been from Foxy. Because he like a little toddler, comes up to you and he's like, I bet I can beat you in a race. And it's actually true, unlike the toddler. Gosh, honestly. Get destroyed, little man. Hate it when little kids try to act like they're faster than me. Like, dude, I did this whenever I was your age. I gotta get you back for this, right? Continue the cycle, put you in your place. You're now a Christian, so you can legally exorcise me. Is that all it takes? Is that the requirement? Legally? Are there laws for That's a good question. Are there laws for exorcisms? Biblical laws, I'm sure. Maybe. I don't know. But like, are there... What do you need on your resume to be an exorcist? Surely it can't just be like, I'm a Christian, I can exorcise you. There are laws where you live? That's actually awesome. What was that? Will the government stop you if you perform a reverse exorcism? That's just called possessing someone. Can you do that? I mean, if you're capable of possessing someone, power to you. I don't think the government's gonna be able to do too much if you do. A modern day witch hunt. I don't think would ever happen in this day and age. Well, we have equivalents, but we don't call them that. We have witch hunts online pretty often. Don't. Why does he slow down like that and slide towards me? Ah! Oh, the Salem trials were so cool. Can we bring it back? I remember we had to read the Salem witch trials for English, and I had to do like a character analysis for John Proctor. At least that's the character I picked because it was the easiest one. And then some of the other kids that tried to be really unique picked some like obscure character that only had like 2 lines in the entire thing. And obviously they had a hard time because they wanted to be special. Like, come on. Yeah, the Crucible, that's what it was. Gosh, I really wish you could close the door immediately. There's like a second cooldown before it lets you close it. I was spamming E on that. Guys, don't start talking about Homestuck, please. I don't need that community on my channel. I know nothing about Homestuck. I just know all the people that are like obsessed with it and enjoy it are generally some concerning people. Good music though. I like the music. I have listened to the music. There are concerning people in every fandom. That's definitely true. But there are some fandoms where there's, you know, the percentage is maybe a little skewed. Maybe there's just a higher percentage, you know. Some fandoms attract some people. Homestuck is one fandom that consists only of concerning people. I don't know. I hate to generalize, you know. I'm sure a majority of the normal people that enjoy it probably are not public about enjoying it. The normal community in most fandoms is generally the people that don't talk about it. Inconvenient. Okay, you know what? That was a good game. It's a little I'm sorry, I was stretching. It's a little bit harder than base game FNAF, obviously. A very well made, really good environment, models, animations, everything. Gameplay could use some tweaks, and that's about it, really. If I had any real suggestions for it. And not that any of you care, not that the developer's gonna see this. I'm just freaking screaming into the wind as usual. That's like my whole job now, is to talk to myself in a room. People who don't even care. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Good game. That was Fazbear Nights, everyone. Amazingly enough, a developer of the game ended up leaving a comment on the stream that basically told me everything I did wrong and explained some of the mechanics in AI. A big thanks to them for stopping by and just making the game in the first place. The game is still being worked on, and there's a Patreon if you feel like supporting development. Anyway, I'll see you later. Goodbye. Why are you you just honestly high out of his mind? Dude, come to work sober. They do not do drug tests in this joint. Okay.